I'm Pickle Rick! Shut up, Meg.
What's up, everybody? How are we doing on this early Saturday as Clive is doing his thing elsewhere at the Edinburgh? So, okay, Rob is here, Pianoman's here, I'll see Joe Rush showed up early, and Mentat was here, scrolling. Our Queen Liz Edwards, there's Boink, Mr. Egg Cake, AJM, Jacques Attack, James Randolph, Rusty B, Zap Sparky, Dutch Taurus, Mag, oh, let me push play on Twitch. Syria, that's Sirius was here, Malagus, Rusty B, Red Dwarfer, Fish Online, Chris, what's up, Dave? Alright, so, C2S, JSS, Bad Wolf, Beard. Oh, why don't we go ahead and do an early stretch? There we go. Alright. Okay, and now, why don't we stretch this piece of metal that's stuck over this piece of glass. Alright. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you swinging through today. See, I added the word Twitch right there, so it's weird how the time is just flip-floppy all over the place. I'll have to see if I can come up with something better for that. Actually, maybe I can just put Twitch on top. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. AGM, I actually have beer this time. Well, that is helpful if you would like to drink beer. Normal Norman, 12x up on the Prime. Appreciate that. And earlier, before the stream, Uberfart followed on Twitch. Appreciate that. Are you keeping Clive Woofle time? I guess. What do you want me to do? You want me to do a woofle in 10 minutes, or you want me to do a woofle at the half hour? I'll let y'all type it out. Not cider. Oh, this is cider. Yes. I just always say beer. If I said beer, it's just because I always say it because it's quicker and easier than saying hard apple cider. Oh, let's see. Beer, both. Both. Well, no, not quite both. What's up, Benji? Nothing new. That's orange. I got my lighter here and a Gatorade bottle over there. Nothing super orange. Angry. Yes, the apples get very angry here. It is beer anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's just beer. Just beer with better flavor. Been watching on YouTube because bed rest after 2 weeks in the hospital. What happened, buddy? Notice you hadn't, seemed like I hadn't seen you in a second. So what's going on there, Norm? What do we got? We got the woofle over there. You prefer Clive time, so at 4:30 my time. Well, Liz is the queen of fire, so her vote stands as far as fire goes. So we'll get to that. We already got a couple people sending stuff in for the stream. Liz is accustomed to those times. Yeah, I get it. So, you know, you get used to a thing. You know, the cats know. Well, the cats are going to be weirded out when Pussies and Pianos happens an hour and a half earlier. But, you know, that's fine. Fire ONT Moors. Try again there, Mr. A-Cake. Fire on the s'mores? Well, what did the s'mores do? Why are we firing upon them? And actually, wouldn't you biscuits be like More like firing upon the ranch dressing so you can conquer it and bring it to over there. Cyberlight with another stretch. All right, that works. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I'm feeling a little off today. Just as a heads up in case anything gets weird or whatever. Wait, if you're covering for Clive, who is covering for you? I'm going to see if my cats want to just sit there and stream, but that just means I'll be ending earlier than usual. Unless we really get into some good shit, but you know, we'll see how that goes. I feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, yeah. I did actually remember that. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Got all that stuff on. That's on. The Twitch thing is trying. Oh, here, you want to see the thing that was in the YouTube thumbnail? You got up too early? Yeah, I did. I got up at my regular time. I don't think I slept very well, though. So this is what was in the thumbnail. Does anybody know what this is? By chance? What's up, Web Debbie? Another neat thing with precision machining. So you see, it's not really meshing up right unless you pull it back and mesh it straight in, because now you can actually float it. It's very slippery, so I'm just being careful it doesn't launch off and destroy my monitors. A spirograph, a butt plug, pump. Beard. Mr. Beard got it right there. It's a hydraulic pump. Well, part of a hydraulic pump. I'm actually thinking what I might do is I may make a small wheel, like 3D print a small wheel or something that kind of lines up with these, and just have this like sitting in a thing and just like rotating slowly, just because they look cool. I pulled that out of a... What was that out of? I think that was out of a reach truck. I believe it was out of a reach truck. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you can pump hydraulic oil, but most of them do involve a gear very similar to this. Sometimes it's two gears meshing together, sometimes it's that weird thing, and somebody just did something. Hannabella, appreciate the subscription on YouTube. Let's do a puff to that. A cider pump, that'd be good. What's up, Delta Mike? Pump up the jam, pump it up. Spirograph, actually, here, let me show you something. Yeah. The other thing I was thinking of possibly doing, and I can't see myself, so we'll just wing it, was mounting this like in some like recessed so that it, you know, it sits up, but you can still demonstrate it here. Do that so that this sits still. Hopefully you can see what's going on. Because if that sits still, you can actually make the big gear go around sometimes. Like it kind of basically does that, but you can do it spinning. It's just kind of hard to hold everything in place when you do it. I may do something like that because that way this just, you know, spins around kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. I just like the fact that you can hold it upside down. But it is very slippery. It is very machined. I like stuff like that. There's... You can see it's machined into the base, I guess, of the... Is that... Yeah, it's the base of every tooth. There's a hole for the pushing. There we go. Franco! Where's Franco? Where's Franco? Franco. Someone said Franco. I don't see Franco. Franco, oh, Franco, wherever you are. Oh, yeah. Hi, Franco. Yeah, Franco will be watching if he's not here and now. APC music, yes. I have perfect circle tattoos. two perfect circle. Well, it's one tattoo. It's a combination of tool and perfect circle on my back. A painful cock ring. Yes, that could, I suppose, if you're into that, because those are some edges there. Delta Mike was on top messages. No! Yeah, make sure you, on your messages, you hit live chat instead of top chat, because a lot of things we say, the top chat would probably filter out. I like the vids where parts are so precise you can't see the seams. Yes, I like watching those too. I'm not sure if I know anybody that, I know a couple machinists, but I don't know if, well, I mean, that boils down to both machinist skill and machine skill. I like Elvis Costello's Pump It Up. I don't know that I've heard that one. Snars. Web Devi with 10 gifted memberships to the gaggle of goofballs. Maybe. There it goes. That was a weird delay. A jam pump? Could we pump some raspberry jams through there? Let's see, we got a whole bunch of names I don't know that I've ever seen before. Marcus Cantor, Disco Detective, Damien, Frustrated, 41 Zal, PH, Jim Bob, 4K Pie Man, that's familiar, Delboy, Jay's Electronic Tinker Shack. That sounds like a good channel. Well, cheers, Web Debbie. I appreciate the support. Oh. So how has everybody's week been thus far? Anybody doing anything interesting tonight or tomorrow? Freighter's been jammed, sir. Raspberry. Only one person would be foolish enough to do this. Lone Star. I can't wait for Spaceballs 2 to come out. To everyone who said I'd never become a journalist, I've got news for you. There you go, Jack Attack. Alright. What is it? I'm amazed. What is C2S talking about? So precise you can't see the seams. I'm amazed since I cannot measure. I do it 5 times and I get 6 different measurements. Yeah, that'll happen. It's still going. C2S is cooler this week, heat back tomorrow. Yeah, I noticed let me try to refresh that again. It wasn't working earlier. I hit refresh, it worked for a second, and then it stopped working again. Let me see if I can get the music thing back up. That's whatever that is. Let's try. Like, you see it pop up, and then it does its little ad thing, and then last time it... I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. I may have a problem with this. Yeah, actually, it's coming up. There's no music on it either. I don't know. Maybe the service is just derping out right now. Dave Vab with a freaking 85 stream streak. Well, just in time. Grab a puff, grab a smoke, grab a drink, grab a sip, grab a water, pinch a nipple, pet your cat, flick your dog in the butt. I don't know. But whatever you do, cheers to you. Delta Mike, crazy out this week. 37 feels like 45. Do I have a window up? What is this window? Not that window. No, I actually don't have any Brave windows open. Let's fix that. Let me see what the weather is here. It was pretty okay here this week. I mostly worked down at the ports, working on their telemetry stuff. Where's the mute button? I had to go through, update all their little card scanners. And as I was going through updating their card scanners, I was making notes of all the ones that had all the security stuff bypassed or forgotten, or goddamn it.
Or whatever was going on. There's Jack Attack with the helium voice, of course. I suppose I know what's after that, right, C2F? Guess we'll see. But, yeah, so it wasn't too bad, just lots of sun. And if it's gonna be hot, that's where it's going to be hot, because everything is black asphalt. Southampton Airport registered 20 Celsius, or 68 degrees Fahrenheit, at 9 o'clock p.m. Quite warm for this time of night. We're getting into the upper 70s, lower 80s, so like 25 Celsius at the night time. Oh yeah, what are we doing here? Weather bug. Weather bug, baby! Right now it is 81 degrees Fahrenheit, which is something around 27 degrees Celsius. So what's our 10-day forecast? Mid-80s all week. I can work with that. Much better than the mid-100s, motherfucker. Oh yeah, I guess we're done with this.
Ooh, there we go. Take the clamp back off my balls. DJ Bones, what's up, buddy? Cartwheel. What? Who? No. I don't do cartwheels. You do cartwheels. And there's C2S, right on time, baby. Are you going to be getting the X-Files Lego set? Seems like a fun set to build on stream if you like X-Files. Maybe. I kinda watched X-Files back in the day. But we'll see. One nice thing is that it is a genuine Lego set, so it won't be a pain in the ass. What? If only I could find some shade. Just lost my roof a couple days ago. That's no good. 26 degrees Celsius indoors in Torque, or Twatland. It is currently 21 Celsius, or about 69, 70 degrees in my house. Yes, it is. Did you watch the movie from X-Files? I do believe I did. But that would have been quite some time ago. What's up, Lot? You a little late. I mean, come on, man. I started early. Where are you at? You know you gotta cancel plans, move stuff around, tell your neighbors to fluff off. Hell, Scruff. Oh! Is there a Kolchak Night Stalker Lego set? What is Kolchak? The Gillian Anderson dildo clip was a surprise. She's not doing that. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I am interested. That movie had the Scottish comedian Billy Connolly in it. Billy Connolly, which one's he? Hold on, I always forget which one he is. Billy Connolly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Wow, he has... Ooh, he has aged, hasn't he? Like, he is almost unrecognizable. I mean, not like a bad way. He's just, you know, old. I think the long hair and beard probably kind of help blend in a little bit. That's cool. So we got 3.5-ish minutes to the VertoThermoWhoofle. The Gillian, she's not doing that from a show Head of the Class. Well, I remember Head of the Class. Like, I grew up watching those episodes when they were new. I was born in 1977, so I've been around for a second. It's funny, I watch some of this shit I watch. They're like, oh wow, this is really cool. I'm like, yeah, I watched that shit when it was new. I'm old. Just move on. Hot water, and I'm like, yeah, I actually remembered to turn it on before the stream, so I flinged it as soon as we started. Man, everything is bing bong. I guess people, I think that's Locke sending stuff in. Yeah, a little bit after the VertoThermoWhoofle will go through pictures being sent on in. Welcome back, Cotter. I don't know that I ever watched that. What's up, Brantley? Are you 48? No, I'm 49. 49, feeling 94. What's for Jaeger time? Well, it'll be Pussies and Pianos. I guess I'll just take a puff. Like, I don't drink. I did try hard lemonade from, what the hell was it called? I don't know, anybody heard of Monaco? Hard lemonade? It's like it was in like a tall yellow can. I tried one of them a couple weeks ago. It wasn't that great. Just to see what else is there. I was looking for some stuff that some buddies recommended, but I couldn't fucking remember any of the names. Fishman is 63. All right. Mr. Egg Cake is 42. JSS, I graduated high school in 1977. You're not old. Well, tell my body that. Yeah, I guess you are a pinch older than the old Scruffy there. Chris is 31. Well, you are young. Why are you here? And I thought people younger than me didn't like my show. But people in their 30s and earlier were just like, Clive C is 71. Old Jim 62. Yeah, I definitely get the slightly older crowd, and that's cool. Obviously, I don't mind the younger folks, but, you know, they tend not to want to hang around and listen to an old guy just talk about whatever. I'm not exciting enough. Puff Munion and Random Puff as well, then. Okay. Whip Debbie, damn, I'm surrounded by old people. Yes, yes. Yeah, this is it. What is it? 4:29. All right, we're almost time for VertoThermoWhoofle. Let me take a little puffy puff here. We are all creaking at our keyboards. Yeah. I don't know what's noisier, my mechanical gaming keyboard or my fingers as they're pressing the mechanical gaming keyboard. What's the time? Well, it's 4:30, so anyway, moving on. Nah, all right. Oh, and I'm playing with the woofle juice formula a little bit, so hopefully we'll get slightly better woofles this time. Where's there's the button? Works. Wait a minute, when's the next Twitch ad? All right, we can get that done before then. All right. Number one. Oh, lighter. Oh, what are you doing? Wow. Hammer was not happy with that. One for Freddy. Yeah, these look a lot better. Setting chat on fire. Calibration is all over the place tonight. Do it! Phew. My calibration is wild tonight, huh? That's all the same settings as it always is. Right. Or wait, aren't you supposed to be able to get it so you can get like the eye up there or something? I don't know. I tried messing with that when I was a kid. It was fun for like 10 minutes, and then it was like, okay. And no cold hands. Yeah, it's I've been in here most much. Actually, I think it's probably just because I've been moving around a lot today. And I just ate it was like half hour before the stream. I'm like, yeah, I should probably eat something. So I quickly threw some French fries in the fryer. I made some gravy real quick and had fries and gravy. Actually, yeah, and I had just enough time left when I was done eating to drop off the dishes and grab the beer. Shadow puppets, yes. What's up, Unicorn? Going for the Haypalm or an Apalm woofle? No, not necessarily, you know. Wait. Web Devi, I had a Gillian Anderson in shiny clothing poster on my wall as a teen, so not that much younger. There you go. Yeah. That's fine. You blend in just fine. What's up, Maurice? Sorry I'm late. Unusual time. Yeah. It's me, I guess, for what, 5-6 weeks. And as I told Clive, and I think I mentioned it to you guys, I'd be doing it as well. I let him know if he gets a free minute or whatever while I'm streaming, just to pop in the chat, let us know he's around, and he can call, he can video in if he wants, or voice in or whatever. I feel like we did we actually do that once? I don't remember. I feel like he popped in once on a show, on a unannounced kind of thing, but I don't remember. Sparks is here. What's up? Welcome. All you missed was a woofle. Good colors. Yeah, it's like, so I'm looking at it up here. I don't know. Maybe the woofle, maybe it's just that much better of a woofle that it's making the sensor fucking freak out. More like, what did Mr. A cakes? Shadow rats? Oh, rabbits. Yeah, well, yeah. Bah. Check it out. My wife said I'm the cheapest man in the world. I'm not buying it. Ladder fell down. Then you should pick it back up so that they're not stuck on the roof, buddy. Alright. There we go. Got the mic. I've got a rodent turning the field upside down. I thought it was a firework originally. Thought it was a fire. What? What do you mean about the mic? How is a rodent turning a field upside down? Is it like picking the whole thing up and like flipping it over like chunks of earth? What? Twitch ads are 90 seconds long. It does 90 seconds of ads every 30 minutes so that when you join the stream, you don't have pre-roll ads. You can just jump right into the stream. But you have to do 90 cents. The minimum ads to do that is 90 seconds every, 28 minutes and 30 seconds. It plays an hour or a minute and a half of ads so that you don't have to sit through ads when you join the stream. Like, I honestly don't really, I guess I'm going to have to like open up Microsoft Edge and cruise through Twitch without the Turbo subscription to kind of understand how ads work, because I have Twitch Turbo. Like, it just the channel just self-funds the Turbo kind of thing. So I don't really understand how that goes. Like, let me see. Let me open up Microsoft Edge. There it is. Actually, now I'll open up Opera. I forgot Opera makes noise when you open it. Oh, really loud burn. Gotcha. Okay. Why does Opera GX make all this fucking weird noise? Jesus. Oh my god, it clicks when you type. God, I have to turn that shit off. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Just fucking hell. Okay, where am I at? I'll pull up my stream. Oh, it actually pulls me up. Look at that. Alright, actually the music's not too bad. Level. Okay. Well, we have YouTube Premium. Yeah, I have that too. Yeah. What's up, Sauce? I've never seen YouTube do mid-roll ads though. I don't have anything turned on YouTube. See, the problem with Twitch is it's the ad to I don't know. Their ad systems are different. Twitch is weird just because of the pre-roll stuff. So they kind of push you into wanting to do ads every half hour so that you don't get the pre-rolls, because if you join a stream and you immediately have to sit through a minute or two of ads, you're probably going to go leave and find another stream. So I'm assuming that you wouldn't want to watch ads unless, you really wanted to see that guy. Anyway, Peter Argan, sorry I'm late. What did you miss? We did the VertoThermoWhoofle. We played around with a gear pump setup out of a hydraulic pump from the YouTube thumbnail. Do this without it dropping. Neat little pump setup. Whoops. That I want to do something with at some point. Kind of animate it somehow with like a motor and 3D printer stuff and junk. JSS, in 1974, I built my first Tesla coil from scratch. I wound 2 miles of 28 gauge magnet wire on a 4-inch carpet tube, 36 inches tall. Took a couple of months. Made the capacitor from a pane of glass with sheet metal glued on each side. I was a loner. Well, that's all right. That sounds. What kind of arcs were you getting out of that? Peter Harkins gifting one. What do they call it? Subscriber on Twitch. Give it to Mostly Kappa. There it is. Whoa. Okay, so my Twitch thing just did a wraparound ad when it's not supposed to be doing any ads. Can I hear me? See, like, I don't mind those ads, but you shouldn't be putting them ads up at times that I don't want you to run ads. God damn, like, they really just are dumping fucking ads everywhere. And now it just went and made me full screen again. Well, that's interesting. Also, the ads for the military is kind of weird. Probably because I have pew-pews. Who knows? What's up, Grant? Was Clive on? Clive has not made his presence known, which, yeah, if this is the first Saturday night when they're loading in, it's going to be pretty steady, I imagine. Sauce says, my dryer was packed in, so I'll have to get a new, has packed in. Any idea what went wrong with it? And cheers, everybody, again, real quick. Sun and ring gear, yes. Yes, indeed. How are you coping in the Arctic conditions in Spain? Who is in Spain? I need to know where some of y'all are from. It keeps doing them on Clive's as well. It was unwatchable. Yeah, like I said, the wraparound I don't mind. It doesn't make any noise. It's just, why are you running ads outside of the schedule that I'm looking at in the top corner of ads? Like, let me drag that down here. Like, I pop this like so that I can get this little pop up. I'm gonna. I'll try refreshing the Twitch thing or the music thing again, but so that I can get the pop up like that. I'm gonna pop the window out, and you can see each yellow stripe is your scheduled ads. So why it's running ads in between that, I don't understand. That's kind of annoying. But part of me just wonders it's because they know you're probably not going to be directly watching your own streams, so what the fuck do they care? Wow, that created a thing and a thing and a thing and a thing and a thing. That was cool. What's up, Akalar? Welcome. Meow. Oh, right, Delta Mike. Yeah, sorry. It's even in, right. My bad. Clive's streams have been full of annoying ads. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that because as far as I know, when I helped him out with the ad thing, as far as I know, he left them the exact same setup as mine. As far as I know. I know he said he was going to tweak some stuff. So I don't know if maybe he tweaked the wrong thing and just piled ads in, but his ad setup was, I think he turned it back to just a bunch of pre-roll ads or whatever. But I know at least it was about the same. So I don't know if I'm getting the same 8 billion ads on Twitch as well. Like that's why I'm just kind of letting it play down here. No ads here in Glasgow. Yeah, not right now. Well, yeah, that supposedly in 22-ish minutes. But I'll see if any more of them banner ad pops up. See, like, I don't mind banner ads. Like, literally 2 months before I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So before I was able to run ads, 2 months before I was able to run ads, YouTube took all your user preferences away for ads. All I ever wanted to run was banner ads, like down across the bottom every once in a while. Like I would literally even like make sure that like this and, the stuff over here, like make sure nothing interfered, so when it popped up, it didn't block anything. And I'd be fine running little quiet banner ads the entire fucking stream even. Give me like 5 on, 5 off, like whatever. But I don't want the interrupting fucking ads. Like that's fucking annoying. I'll give you all the banner ads YouTube wants, but once they took that shit away, I'm like, man, never mind. They recently added some wow, why is my brain broke on that word? Customization on the ads, but I haven't dived back in. But if they ever give me the option to just run banner ads, I might on YouTube, make another couple extra pennies for the Legos. You have banner ads for everything? I don't have any banner right now on Twitch. Well, yeah, there should never be any ads on YouTube. If they're running ads on YouTube, then they're fucking stealing money from me. What's up, Casper? Welcome. Well, yeah, YouTube, none of my live streams should ever have ads unless they allow me to do banner ads every once in a while. No ads here in Ad Blocker Ultimate Land. Yeah, that's fine. Brave blocks a lot of ads anyway. I use Brave on most stuff. The Pi-hole and Unbound DNS take care of most of the other ones. And it's funny because it's getting harder and harder to read the news because so many news outlets are starting to place their ads on their main servers or their articles on the ad servers so that you have to allow them through. So you pull up like blank articles and I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. If you're going to try that screwy hooey, then I don't need to read your article. JSS, yeah, I only got about 6-inch arcs. Turns out that the impedance of that much magnet wire was way too high. So it was a hard one lesson learned. Yeah. It was a lot of fun, many years, entertaining friends and neighbors. It's still around here somewhere. That's cool. But yeah, I guess I could see that is, yeah, that would make quite the impedance. What's up, Naismith? Welcome. On his deathbed, my grandfather said, remember these 2 words. They'll open a lot of doors for you in your life. Push and pull. Sauce. When I used to go camping, getting up at 5 a.m. to have coffee in the chilly mornings and nobody else was about. And nobody, and nobody else was. It was bliss. No, yeah. When I go camping, I always get up at sunrise. I have a. Actually, I don't know how much water it actually is, but a stainless steel, like about this size, a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, like stainless steel water bottle with like a big mouth opening and a plastic lid. I'll fill that, 2/3 of the way up, take the cap off, and I'll stick a packet of coffee. Like you can get actual, like, when you get like for the coffee machines, some of them are like, the cups, and some of them are soft packets with like built-in filters. We have them at work. So if I go camping, I'll grab a couple of those and I'll just throw that into the water thing and just stick it directly in the fire and just let it boil, let it go until it boils, pull it off, set it aside. And then I'll have that for coffee for the morning. That's some strong ass coffee, but I'll just sip on that, listen to the birds wake up, watch squirrels running around, pooping on everything. Oh, that was good times. I got to get back out there. I'm not seeing any ads on Twitch yet. All right. Good morning and happy National Galician. What kind of Galician? I have no idea what that is. Day. Happy Puerto Rican Constitution Day. National Hot Fudge Sundae Day. National Wine and Cheese Day, International Red Shoes Day, National Carousel Day, and Tunisian Republic Day, Dr. Scruff. When you're not charging up a Tesla coil or eating sweet potato. Ew, I don't eat sweet potatoes. Yeah, I do not like sweet potatoes at all. Have you tried or even enjoyed reading any of the world's greatest Beaglesaurus novels lately? I got about another 15 minutes in. I think I'm probably another 20 or 30 minutes before I finish up the latest chapter. They're good, sir. And very good as well. Are you writing more of that? I assume you would be. Sweet potato fries are great, says Web Devi. No. They're not. I don't have it's one of these things, like, I get it. Like, even if I don't like the taste of something, and I've said this before, I know, but my brain can still process, okay, well, I know why people might like that flavor or whatever. Like, that's just me with sweet potatoes. Like, I don't like it, but I understand the flavor could be appealing to other people, just not me. What's up, Josh? You're getting close to being empty here. I'll get ready to pull some pictures y'all sent in, and we'll be doing pussies and pianos. I guess, yeah, right past top of the hour. Yeah, because we usually do it about an hour in, so right past top of the hour. But cheers, everybody. This is almost empty. There's due to being a 6 in the future, but I'm taking a break from it to make some wiki articles for it, and Silver Age Metal Man. But Beaglesaurus 6 has been planned out entirely. Oh, good deal. Nate Smith, I like sweet potatoes. Most of the people I know like sweet potatoes, but I don't. Unicrin, Scruff only eats sweet potato if it has blue cheese dress. Oh, come on, man. Come on now. I know I've gone off on blue cheese dressing before. That's, yeah, you know that. And for those that don't know, as far as I am concerned, blue cheese dressing was just somebody accidentally left a bunch of ranch out in the fucking sun for 2 weeks, and they came up to it and went, oh shit, it's not bad. It's just a different flavor. That's all. Well, the chunks are fine. Yeah, it was supposed to do that. No. Blue cheese is just someone's rotten ranch dressing that they came up with another name for. That's all it is. That's all it'll ever be. Sauce. The Portuguese for pool is Pookie. which is pronounced like pusha. So seeing push makes them think they have to pull. The pull is pounds. Oh, okay, gotcha. I like grape juice, but hate wine. But I can see why others like it. Yeah, I'm not big on wine and champagne and that stuff. The coolers, like, you know, various fruit coolers are fine, but I pretty much just like, you know, except for that one. Actually, that's the only alcohol besides hard apple cider I've had since I started drinking again was that hard lemonade. Blue cheeses are lush, says Rob. No, they're not. They're rotten. Greek feta is lush too. Greek feta is fucking delicious. Like, I could eat the entire ass out of some fucking Greek feta. I love a fucking, like, Greek salad with extra feta cheese on it. Blue cheese is some Rick and Morty shit. Yeah, fuck, like, they don't even understand the problem here. Blink says blue cheese was discovered because someone accidentally stepped in a bucket of ranch. Well, that's what I'm saying. And it was sitting out in the sun out back for 2 weeks. And then they fucking like tripped over it. Like probably threw some garbage in it and then went, hey, you know what? We can use that. The neighbor's having like, looks like a birthday party or something. Just weird noises. You should try Twisted Tea. Okay, so now I have an ad right there, like in chat, a little pop-up ad. Like they just slip tiny little ads in all over the fucking place. God damn. Like, how do you have all these ads and fucking the only reason Twitch exists is because Amazon is paying their bills, because Twitch is not currently very profitable or profitable at all. Bad or good, he seems fine. It's the new guy. They seem cool. Ad fatigues, fucking seriously. And they're doing this shit because, I mean, I don't know. Do they make more money on ads or do they make more money on like Twitch Turbo and YouTube Premiere? I guess the advantage with a, Premiere or Turbo is you always know that much amount of money is coming in, so it's easier to budget than relying on ads. But Jesus, the Spanish people next door had a party today too, says Fishman. Yeah, it seems like every couple of weeks they have little get-togethers. Like they even rented a little bouncy thing, not quite a bounce house, but like a bounce slide. Like I'm guessing they rented it. Maybe they own it. I don't know. This is not a test of the emergency broadcast system. No, currently not. Currently not. Well, I just heard that sound today because that's at the beginning of the game vein. I've been fighting. I've just opened up another scum server since they fixed the arrow thing 99% kind of thing. But I can't get the goddamn thing to pop up and get listed on the scum server list. Like, I can connect to it locally. Ed can connect to it from his house. So it's definitely reaching out and touching somebody, but not in the fucking server list in the game. I have to work on that. I'm working with ChatGTP to try and sort out what might be going on, but nothing yet. But at least I can give people IP address to connect directly to it if I want to. There's a food bank near me. What's up, Dr. or Bush Doctor, by the way? Dr. Bush. There's a food bank near me, and they always have loads of blue cheese left over because nobody wants it. They know. They're smart. They understand. They understand. If Bad was going to ask for... Oh, the outside mic. No. Well, and that and the outside mic is on the bad neighbor side. The good neighbor side is all sealed. Actually... Yeah, literally every window facing that side of the house is sealed with tape or boarded over. Like this one, basically. Have I tried Project Zomboid? I have. Not my game. I'm not real big on the fucking 3/4 overshot kind of thing, like Humanit Z and Project Zomboid. Like, I cannot find a command/camera setup that doesn't make me fucking motion sick. No idea why. The control, not always motion sick, but just disoriented. Not really motion sick, but a little disoriented in how to control shit. I've never been good at them 3/4 overshots. I don't know what the fuck they're called. I just call them 3/4 overshot kind of thing. Or far third person. Never been great at them. So I was actually running a Humanit Z server for a little while, trying to make myself learn, and it just wasn't working. Isn't ranch just someone's left out milk? Yeah, but at least we fucking pulled it back in when it was good. We didn't keep leaving it out there and push it into the sun. Hey Smith, there would be a gap in my day if Twitch didn't exist. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of Twitch. I'm mostly on YouTube just because I don't always watch live stream stuff. Cookies are baked by an AI bakery. Well, that's no good. Does that mean they're fake? Jack Attack, every time I go to the liquor store, a dude comes out of nowhere to give me advice on what to buy. I think he's my spirit guide. Most of the commercial radio stations in the UK are running aggressive cash text-to-enter premium rate competitions. The assumption is they make more money from entries than the ad revenue. Ah, right, yeah. Any news on the Francis Scott Key Bridge? Yeah, they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They canceled contracts for a bunch of it. Then they're working on getting the new ones going. There's cranes out there every fucking day, and it hasn't visually changed in months. Like, it's like, we're at this point, they said now they're thinking it'll be probably maybe 2030 before they get the bridge up. Now, keep in mind, like, within weeks of the bridge going down years ago, I said it would probably be 2031 realistically before we saw it, and that's kind of what it's looking like. Because they just keep pushing it out, fucking it up, pushing it out. They don't give a shit. The fucking Governor Moore is just using it as an advanced scheme to get more money for all his buddies that, he donates to their charities and all this shit. He's just using it as a money-making scheme at this point. He's a fucking horrible governor. Horrible governor. Baltimore City is a shithole. And he don't give a fuck as long as he's making his money. Anyway. Got the mic. Ranch is just a salad cream going wrong. Fight me. Okay, well, I agree with the first part for the most part, but I don't want to fight you. Two old guys fighting? God, this gets sloppy and, like, embarrassing. You're like, hold on. Both of us, like, can we take a break? All right, cool. Yeah, you want to smoke? Yeah, okay. Let's have a cigarette. Yeah, give me a beer. Have a beer. All right, let's go ahead and fight again. Vane is the better zombie survival. It's like a first-person 3D play. Well, yeah, I'm currently running a Vane server. It's actually off right now as I'm experimenting with the Scum server. But yeah, I've had Vane. Me and Kill and Mike had a Vane server up for since the beginning of the year, I think. Time is a concept created by the Swiss in order to sell watches. Well, it's a useful one. Let's see. Did you do more tuning to the engine, Jack Attack? I did not, but I did go to where the idle screw was, and it was screwed all the way in. Like the low speed screw. And I think it was screwed all the way in because it looks like the screw that holds on the throttle arm, but I'm guessing the throttle arm is held on by something else. But now the idle screw was completely closed, so we were trying to idle off of the high-end needle. Okay, there's another little pop-up ad right there. Like, just in chat. Weird. But no, so we're ready. we'll get it sorted out next time. And I did get the audio sorted so that we will have proper audio over Wi-Fi and not trying to connect through Bluetooth through a fucking wall over 40 feet. So we have good audio for the next engine stream. All right. So I was going to do pictures, but I guess we'll get ready to do Pussies and Pianos here in a moment. Let's do a top of the hour toot. Just kind of missed that. Scruff for mayor. I don't want to be mayor of Baltimore City. Yeah, you know what my first executive order would be? Give me all of the matches and burn that entire fucking city to the ground and then rebuild from the ashes. Because it is just a fucking shithole. An absolute fucking shithole. I fucking hate that place. AJ, when is that by election? Well, no, we have an election coming up. Hopefully he doesn't get rehired. Because I know I'm voting against him. Like, he has no fucking clue. He is wrapped up in so many upcoming investigations and court cases against him for scandals and money laundering and all this shit. Scruff, say Maryland. Maryland. That's how I say Maryland. I live in Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland. Trial held on by an accordion boot. I don't think so. Why is Rob's name spaced out weird on the chat? That's kind of odd. CFAX in every home TV. Yes. Ugh, all right. Let's get ready for Pussies and Pianos. I'm gonna go grab a fresh beer. Is that it? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Well, it's just weird because time's all set thing. All right, well, there's Rob. Wow, it's a very white picture. Okay. Scruff, I'll have you know I recently withstood a 2-hour stand-up knockdown fist fight. I won all 20 rounds by my own scoring, and the other guy went to the hospital. Well, good, I definitely don't want to fight you then, because that just sounds like I'll probably get my ass kicked too. Maryland by Marylanders is said Maryland. Yes. For the most part, yeah. You get some down towards southern Maryland that put a little more myrrh into it. Where I say Maryland, they say more like Merlin. Like the wizard kind of close. Benji, if I was a Jedi, there's a 100% chance I would use the Force inappropriately. Yeah, I imagine a lot of us would. But yeah, it's fine. That's fine. All right, let me take one more of these. Ad playing. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, well, we gotta wait for the ad to get done. It's not playing on my screen, which is weird. I think I'm watching it on the one I'm not logged into. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I just got my ad. Now let me see something here. Somebody was saying they figured out a way to like wonk past the ads or something. What's that do? Oh, that pops chat back out. So I guess Opera doesn't really have an ad blocker in it of any sort. Clock Watcher, I might have an angry orchard tonight. Go for it. Just don't get the rose. The rose isn't really that good. The green apple and the crisp apple are good. The green and blue ones are good. The pink one is not that good. Oh, ooh. Sorry. God damn. I got all the mint on that one. Sa says, I'd use the force to move things slightly just to fuck with people. That would be a good habit. A good copy. Every once in a while, just... People, what the fuck was that? Did that pencil just move? What? What the fuck are you talking about? Can you get it to one syllable? Not really, because the L... You got to get the L in there so that you know it's Merlind. So I think 2 is about as good as we're going to get, which isn't bad. I mean, I knock a syllable out of it. Or the Audi Wicked Groove. Probably the same thing. All right. So we're going to do Pussies and Pianos here. Yeah, that, oh. Okay, so we're going to get the cat camera started up. Well, Debbie's going to head to bed. Have a good stream. You sleep well, buddy. Appreciate you hanging out and support. Hope you have a good rest of the weekend. See if I can get this working. Nope. All right. OBS bot is fighting me again. Let me restart it, and I'll just let it sit for a moment. Because it seems like the longer you let it sit, the more likely it is to work. Because it even says, like, here's the device. Like, it connects to it. It knows all about it, but it doesn't seem to give a shite. All right, what's the little announcement? Meet the all-new light mode for OBS bot center. Now. Now! Oh, okay, it looks fucking same. All right, we get to see the camera work. There it goes. All right, we have camera. Where's that? Move that over here. Is that at home? That is. Do not record. Okay, that's different. There's a record button. That's the only difference. Okay, fine. All right, well, let's get ready for that. I'm gonna grab another brewski, and we'll go from there. So enjoy, Mr. Rob, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Boop. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta pause Twitch. Music. Is it pause? Is it good? We're good. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Where's the button? There's the button. Couldn't find the button. Ah, thank you, good sir. Wait a minute. Was that the first one? Oh, no, that was still the first one. My bad. I'm gonna keep on going. Don't mind me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who that asshole was that interrupted earlier, but I'll take care of it later. Well, thank you, Pianoman Rob. Oop, that didn't work. That worked. All right. Much appreciated. Let's go ahead and crack crack. Where'd he go? I missed him. I'm getting a lot of those little pop banner ads on Twitch. Oh, there's his tail. Hey, let me try. Whoa, where are we going there? Camera's doing its own thing. Okay, Twitch music. And Zapt has 32 months as a member of the Gaggle of Goofballs. Thanks for the music, Rob, says Zapt. Yeah, let me open this thing up here. Cheers, Pianoman. Cheers, Zapt, for the continued support, and cheers, everybody, for helping out as well. Fix my cushion. That there. Then I have a very important question for everyone. After we're done with the kitties, as it requires a visual thing. Let me try refreshing the music thing again. It's like it comes in, pops up its usual ad, but just doesn't come back. I don't know. Who is that? That's... Let me see. That's the 6K Labs one, that's right. Does their homepage say anything about it being broken right now? Nope. No, I guess I'll figure it out, or if it just keeps being done, I'll find another one. It is kind of annoying, because it is kind of nice to have it there. Let me go into properties. Like, that's correct. That's right. It's all, like, correct. Anyway. C2S broke my hand years ago, so can't play piano anymore. Couldn't before either. Well, there you go. What's up, Big 8 News? Okay. Let's see what... Actually, yeah. Okay, we'll let them finish. Then I'll ask the question, and then we'll start looking through the pictures that were sent in. Oh, 20 after. Yeah, move that. Get that. Get the questionnaire item out of the way so I can grab this. Getting a little low. Cheers, everybody. Grab a smoke, grab a puff, grab a sip, grab a drink, pinch a cat, pet your dog, smack your booty, whatever you want to do. Cheers to you. All right. Oh. What is that? Kippa? No, that's a cat head with really big ears. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, kitties, kitties, kitties. Still haven't seen Dude Bro. Not sure. Like I said, I guess he kind of moved on along. Like maybe he was just super attached to the neighbors, and now that they're not here, he just went to a backup family or something. I don't know. But I've had the camera sitting there at his cat house, and it hasn't set off any motion in months. Why is them not... What's up, Phasma? Jack, what kind of aliens are you getting into? I think Jack Attack would try to get into any alien if given the opportunity. Because I probably would too. I probably would too. Cats go on walkabout from time to time. No, they never leave the house. I don't. I personally am not an indoor-outdoor kind of cat guy. I'd rather them stay in the house where I know they're safe and then let them go outside and deal with a shitty world. But, I mean, whatever people do is what people do. Where the hell's the camera at? There it is. No, I'm not zoomed in. Okay. And if you've noticed, the big thing that is right there in the center where that pile of gray blankety stuff is, there used to be a TV there. I finally moved the TV into the cat room. Kind of out of the way, gives them something to jump on, and I rearranged the living room so that it's more functional for myself. Wow, Mama Pants is finishing it up tonight. Good Lord. It's okay if you live in a remote farm or something, I reckon, says Rob. Yeah, I guess it all depends on your environment. Around here, I mean, well, I've seen plenty of cats, you know, for long term. That doesn't mean that that would be the same for all of them, so I'd rather not risk it, and I just like knowing where my family is. I bet the dude would come back. He knows where the free food is. He probably would, but he's never gone for the door once he got in. Like, he's never tried to get back out. That kind of looks like Brian the dog if it were spaced out right. Can I pop out chat on the desktop? Ooh, I just clicked something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I think that is supposed to be Brian the dog. Just didn't space out right for me. No, Mama left. Okay, let me flip it back to here. On Twitch, it's just a big old mess. I can see it more on Twitch than I can. Actually, I can't see YouTube. Well, yeah, I mean, it's on Twitch. But it's definitely a mess on the main screen there. What if I click it? What is that going to do? Is that just going to highlight the mess? Oh, no, there it goes. Look at that. Boom! Works out pretty good when you click on it. It's not perfect, but that's pretty close. Definitely see it better. Nice. Where do you sleep? In a bed. In a room. With guns. Line breaks get turned into space on Twitch. Yeah. Lock Watcher. So I had to get a guy to pull over his car due to his exhaust on fire. Sent the video. That sounds less than optimal. Yeah, I guess we'll get to that. ASCII art trip down memory lane. Yeah. The big ASCII art stuff. Alright, I am going to close my unsigned in Twitch feed. And let's get to people's stuff. Let's see. Important notice. Okay, let's start with JSS. Let's see. First pick, my new t-shirt arrived. It's the red color, actually much richer looking than my picture. Loving it. Thanks again. Second, third pick. This is very cool. I had some extra peaches, so I cut them up and froze them on a tray in my refrigerator. I was surprised to find these perfect fractal ice crystals the next day. And fourth picture, I'm puppy sitting this girl while my wife and her best friend are out of town, where my wife sells her artistic creations. This is what I woke up to in the middle of the night. This is smoke she knows how to use a pillow. My other dogs just lay their whole body on it. All right. So this is t-shirt. Oh, that is a very red. I'm glad it got there quick. Is it in good shape? Look good. This is a pic from the new merch shop. Appreciate that, by the way. I still have those up there. Oh, and I did change, like, if you get something from the merch shop, you have to enter the name that it shows up on. So I just re-enabled it because some people might want to say, yes, I got something from the shop. From the merch shop. And yeah, if you get anything from the merch shop for the rest of this weekend, if you use the code chat5, you get 5% off. Got to put that on coupon code chat5. We'll get you that 5% off if you want to get something from the new merch store. No pic. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The more pics weren't showing at first because I can't read that and have the pictures up. That looks good. I appreciate that again. Looks like it fits you pretty good too. Good deal. How's it feel? Everything feel good on that? I know I asked that already, but I may have missed it. Oh, no, there. No, okay. Ah, these are the frozen peaches. Oh, yeah. Oh, we can zoom. That's cool. There's a little something over here you kind of can't see. That's cool. Ooh, there's not. Look at that. Little tiny snowflake fractal icy thingy. Oh, that's cool, yeah. Jeff, my Poofers and Ronnie's brother Jeff, the orange and white cat, yeah, my little Caesar kitty. He actually would sleep with his head on the pillow and his body on the bed as well. I woke up to him a couple times when he was doing that, laying next to me. Well, thank you for those pictures, and I'll thank you for the shirt. Let's see what Locke has. Picture loaded weird. All right. I guess. Oh no! Wait. Let me make this fit right. What the fuck? Whoop. Okay. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Whoops. Yeah, it's a little bit of a fire. That's less than optimal. What is that? Where is that? Is that Chrome? Oh, that's Chrome. Why is it in Chrome? Alright, anyway. Yeah, that is not a good way to okay, what else we got? Jesus, that's loud. Ooh. And cable pulling thing. Also from Lockwatcher. Oh yeah, they're using the thing there to pull. The only problem with that is something, that cable is really, really fucking strong. So if you get hung up wrong, something horribly wrong may go bad with it. Oh, right, Woofle time, right? Yeah, we're doing the Clive time with the Woofles. And actually, yeah, and then let me finish the Lockwatcher stuff, and then I'll ask that super important question. After the VertoThermoWhoofle, we got 2 minutes to get it done before the Twitch ad starts. All right. Number what? One for Freddy. Hold on. Back up later. setting chat on fire. All right. Okay, let's go. Ow. I just stubbed my toe on my dumb chair. Flip that back. Whee! Alright, what else we got from that and that? Okay, so that can go. That's there. That's over here. Okay. Why do these look like fake pancakes? Alright, we got some pancakes from the Pancake Man Lock Watcher. The lighting on those is weird. They look, something doesn't look right with them. I don't know what I think it's the lighting. Makes them almost look like fake display pancakes. Ads starting. Yep. Let's see. Either way, looks good. Decent amount of butter. Why can't I move? Oh, that's right. You can't do that in this one. And with the more syrup. Yeah, it almost looks like a display thing. I don't know why. Did you get Clive into the woofle or the opposite? Clive did the woofle, and then I've made a bunch of different versions of it. Big ones that you can like cap off. It's on my woofler page. I think there's a command. Isn't there a command for that? Ever put the command for that in? Ad running on Twitch? Yeah. Too much yellow? That might be it. There must be a very yellow light over it. Oh yeah, this kind of ties into our question that we'll have in a moment. Aunt Audrey's peanut butter pie. Looks tasty. Is that like cinnamon or crumbles on top or something? What do you got on top of there? Either way, looks good. 3D printed card stand for magic. Looks good. For holding different cards and stuff. Alright, I dig it. I dig it. Alright, make sure the ads are clear. Give that an extra couple seconds because I know the ads are slightly off time. Okay, that's it for that side anyway. What do we got here? We got something from a Jack Attack. But before we get to that, everybody should be back from Twitch. We have a very important question for you. I'm going to show you something. And I would like you to type into chat, in one word, what you would call this. Okay? Don't need any polls on any of that. You just type the word that you would use to describe this item. Those being little wafers with dark chocolate in the middle. What, pray tell, would you call this object? Okay, well, we're getting some interesting ones, that's for sure. God, how many traders are in watching this fucking show? Jesus Christ. A hard Twinkie. MacVision, welcome. I think MacVision's got the best one so far. A hard Twinkie. Boink. Petridge Farm remembers. A limp biscuit. A smackage. A small cake in Danish. Cookies. Goddamn biscuit heads. Cookies. See? Cookies. I don't think I changed the aim on that, did I? Yeah, I actually did. It's a cookie. Cookie. That's the K thing. Is that the K thing? Is that another word for cookie? Cookies. It's not a biscuit. Freaking weirdos. Just for that, I'm eating another one. I really like these. Big 8 News says flavorless. Well, they aren't super. Well, the dark chocolate is actually pretty solid flavor. The cookies themselves, themselves are actually just enough subtle flavor because I don't always want to taste like I'm eating fresh baked chocolate chip cookies that are 3 minutes out of the oven and fucking setting my face on fire as I just keep stuffing them in my mouth. Sometimes the more chill, subtle flavor is what you're looking for. It's a biscuit, it's a bit, yeah, it's a cookie. Delta Mike, I have no words. Well, you're really not going to have any words, I bet, after I open this email, knowing Jack Attack. Oh, no, actually, okay. So this is to Delta Mike from Jack Attack. There we go. Oh, for crying out loud, I've only been going for 5 minutes. As soon as I saw Jack Attack send something for Delta Mike, I was not expecting this. Oh, the koji is little cake. Okay. I mean, granted, I'm sure they Americanized this a little bit, but it ain't no goddamn biscuit. I'll go with the koji. How do you pronounce that? Because that's close enough to cookie that I will accept that. Thank you for that, Jack Attack. Let's see what we got over here from Red Dwarfer. We got the Jubbinator update here. I used to like the cheapo orange pineapple sandwich cookies, but they disappeared around here. Sandwich cookie. I feel like I might know what you're talking about. Looks like a Milano cookie. Well, yeah, it is a Milano cookie. Cookie. JSS knows what's up. There's the Jubbinator. Still healing. His bladder reblocked same day we brought him home, so he was back at the vets and re-hospitalized with a catheter. That poor guy. Back home on Thursday, he's been doing well, a bit incontinent, but peeing on his own, and his blood test results are back to normal. Hopefully one last checkup Wednesday, and the cone of shame off today. Like a poor old guy. Give him extra scritches from us. A little scritchy. That's cheers to Jubbs. May he continue getting better and just be done with this and be able to do cat stuff. Cheers. I don't know that I'm set up for that, Boink, but I'm in the middle of this, so like, hold on. What we got here? Not much progress on the kitchen redo. Between the Jub's plumbing problems and Mr. Red Dwarfer joined the Popped Finger Like a Grape Club. Oh, yeah. Still fucking hurts. That sucks. I do not wish that upon anybody except, no, never mind. But, I mean, either way, I see what you're going for, and it looks pretty good how it is now. I mean, it seems like it's mostly just finishing touches. Oh, I guess, oh, in the floor a bit, but nah, it looks good. I dig it so far. Like, take your time, get it done when you are ready. Ooh. Is that the, looks like that's it right there? Kind of diagonal? Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. That sucks. Mr. Red Dwarfer was putting together a leaf spring suspension assembly. I've done that. Pinched his right thumb, so reflexes yanked his right hand away, letting a 70-kilogram leaf spring fall 1 meter to sandwich his left middle finger with another leaf spring. Yeah, leaf springs are fucking dangerous to work with because they are under so much fucking tension. And I've redone leaf springs before. You go very fucking slow. You pause between every action and make sure the next 3 steps are correct and that the last 3 steps were correct. Because one wrong move, one thing slips on a leaf spring and you have thousands of pounds of spring force and multiple pieces of steel flying in every direction at a high rate of force. That sucks. I would say give him a fist bump from us, but that wouldn't be great. Just you know, do your thing. Take care of him. That's gonna suck for a long time. Ask me how I know. Whoa. Double cheese and steak pie with exploding pastry. Double cheese and steak pie. Is that like one of them pancake? What the hell, you guys, pudding things or something? Your pancake bowls? Oh shit! Hold on. That's like the fucking god of hot pockets. Fuck, dude. That looks amazing. Very nice. All big springs are a hazard. Yeah, especially if you're messing with fucking coil springs on a car. You leave one of them go, it will literally take your head off if you do it wrong. Like, no exaggeration. It will remove body parts if you do suspension springs wrong to the captive springs. Look at that. Man. And that is the ultimate container, too. Like a nice flaky fucking pastry kind of thing. Yeah. Like, that is definitely like the ultimate fucking hot pocket right there. Very nice. Very nice. D-Wood's playing that Arc Raiders. I gotta get into that one of these days. I'll get into it once everybody else has forgotten about it, probably. Alright, well, thank you for those, Red Dwarfer. Hopefully the Jubbinator gets a little better there. Scritchy. Alright, what's Benji got for us? We have our weekly fish and chips with regular peas. No mushy peas, that's alright. Looks very properly cooked. Oh, is that fried, not battered this time? Kind of looks pan-fried as opposed to deep-fried. Or is that just because some of it came off the edge there? At least we can agree that a pie is a pie. Yes, a pie is a pie, but there's also those pudding pancake bowl things that I don't fucking understand why you call them pudding. But, yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. Is that, don't you usually use like cream cheese? I don't think that's cottage cheese. Or some kind of a cream. Either that looks good. Is that cinnamon crumbles on top? I just like, yeah, I keep mentioning I like cinnamon crumbles on everything. Like those little cinnamon crumpet cupcake things you can get. Ooh, look at that. I like that. Cat crossing. Meow. That's the Jubs crossing sign. Jubinator inbound. I like the calculator. What's up, Demonics? This looks sad compared to UK's fish and chips. Oh, that's fine. Sea bass pan fried. Okay, yeah, it did look pan fried. Sea bass. Yeah, in America, the fish and chips, which you can actually find places that, I mean, we understand what fish and chips are. But any other way, you can find places that do fish and chips, and usually what we get, the fish we get are like the fucking fish itself is usually about a foot long, probably 4 or 5 inches wide and almost an inch thick, and then like a small bucket of fries, and that's usually like $10 if you get it out. Have you ever had a Yorkshire pudding? No, I've never had a pancake bowl. Because you put all kinds of weird shit in them things. But no, I've never had Yorkshire pudding, and I'd really rather not try it here, because you know it's going to be fucking Americanized in some way. So I got to get over there one of these years. I like that tin right there. And try it, you know, in its proper location. Oh, you got a vice in the corner? I didn't notice that before. Big boat. What is that in the background? That looks big and weird. It almost looks like a giant vent. Yeah, that thing right there. What is that? If you don't mind saying, that looks weird. It seriously just looks like a big vent, like facing down. Yorkshire, not Shire. Oh, okay, Yorkshire. Now I'm working on it. Is it aliens? It might be aliens. It kind of looked like a spaceship. Oop. Ah. Crap. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that could be a spaceship, no doubt. I think that's why they're releasing all the UFO stuff. The military is. I think they're finally, I think it's getting close to letting us know that, like, aliens live in Antarctica, and that's why that's why it's so hard to get down there. Lurpak spreadable, slightly salted butter. I can't even fill the fucking thing up. God, dude, you open a packet like that in America, like, we would burn the whole fucking business down. I mean, it looks cute with its 4 boobies and all. I mean, wow, that's a whole night of fun. All them boobies in there. But I mean, besides that, like, District 9, yeah, you know. Squirrel. What's up, little nut buddy? Little nutty buddy, squirrely whirly. Q. Ugh. Oh, good, it didn't hit a button. Just fell against the stream deck. Squirrel saying hi, squirrely. It almost looks like a little frickin' menorah? Candle thing? Candelabra. That's what I'm saying, not menorah. Candelabra. On his nose. Thing. Candelabra. He's even got a base, you know, candles, you know, whatever. I don't know. Ooh. Crystal Serenity. Okay. Oh, thank you for those, Benji. See what we got for Delta Mike. Merry Unchristmas. He's saying Merry Christmas to everyone. I don't have this set up to feed audio. But he said Merry Unchristmas to everyone. And Merry Unchristmas to you, sir. Cheers. Okay. Little gem. Some shots of the wildfire about 20 minutes from me. Blanovan? I don't know. That's no good. Ugh. I mean, at least they got a break there, a fire break. But if like trees and shit and fire stuff start falling down the hill, that could be a problem. Sheesh. That sucks, man. It's really bad this year. I mean, it's bad when Maryland is getting fucking smoke warnings and shit. Fucking hell. Yeah, we got Zap Sparky with this week's. That's not 20 minutes away. Run! Wait a minute. This week's Flat Cat. What do we got going on here? Flat Cat is traveling. Is Flat Cat going on vacation? Will we not see Flat Cat next week? Looks pretty packed up. Looks very determined to get the fuck out of Dodge as well. I like the color. Good color ad. Very good draw. Like, you got everything in there. That's perfect. Very good. Long ass tail. Determined. He's traveling. He's going. Flat Cat is in London. Oh, Flat Cat is in London, is he? Well, good for Flat Cat. I hope Flat Cat is enjoying London as much as you can enjoy London. Don't people get stabbed there a lot? Not saying that's going to happen to Flat Cat, but so that like everybody has a knife on them, or did they just ban knives? Like, aren't you like, aren't they like about to ban anything you have to like use a knife to eat? No more buttered bread, no more steak. Well, I hope Flat Cat has a good time. Flat Cat is flat packing. Indeed. Alright, what do we got from Sauce? Burger night at Sauce's house. Oh, look at that motherfucker. I mean, I could take the pickles off. That'd be good, but we got some bacon. We got some caramelized onion. We got, looks like mozzarella. Some sort of sauce. I'm guessing that's Thousand Island. So we're kind of going for the Whopper effect-ish thing here. Or not Whopper, Big Mac. Big Mac style, looks like. Looks pretty good. Looks good. I'd eat that. Got some fries and onion rings. Got those good fries. Looks like they're cooked pretty good. I'd probably leave them in for another 30 seconds. Just a pinch more, but they look fucking delicious. Oh, that not have Old Bay all over them. Those look good. Those are good dipped in the fucking Big Mac sauce, or, you know, Southwest Ranch, or what the fuck is Big Mac sauce? I forget what the hell's that. All it is like just rebadged something other sauce, but I know it's good sauce to dip it in, or just actual Southwest Ranch. The sauce is really good for onion rings, but that looks good. I might make a burger later. Burger in the air fryer, sticking the chicken patty and the beef patty in there together. Thousand Island, that's it. Thank you. They're demonics. So I haven't thought about Big Macs in a while. I don't eat Big Macs normally, but a homemade Big Mac I would definitely try. There was a bowl on the side. Huh? What bowl? What bowl? Are you smoking a bowl? On Blackwatcher, on the way to the family reunion, stopped by an old dairy cheese shop, picked up some stuff. You got that good shit? You got that cheese? Pick up that good cheese. Hey man, give me some of that cheese. That looks good. I may make a burger tonight. What do I have for left? I still got chicken salad as leftovers. I can eat that tomorrow. Looks good. Looks good. Let's see what we got from DJ Bones. Auto flower blackberry kush. Wait, oh, look at that little guy. There we go. Look at that little fella. Very good. Original Dutch Passion seeds. DutchPassion.com. Not a sponsor, just reading the thing. That's cool. A little pop. Boop. Let's see. Casper, my ex has a new cat. She was a bit squeamish at first, but not anymore. The old kitty cat. I like the little collar there. Oh, the belly. Yeah, we had for Locke, the unofficial dude report. Dude has gotten to the point when he walks into the bedroom, he immediately flops on the floor and rolls over and like lets me pet his belly. Like he likes belly rubs. It's weird. He's gone from feral cat that fucking kicked my ass all the time to actually wanting belly rubs. Oh, I don't know, little kitty cat. Sleepy kitty. Yeah, I have blankets all over the house for the cats. Like, I don't really get them cat beds. They don't seem to like cat beds as much as just laying on a blanket. I just make sure I sleep with the blanket for like a month, and then I'll put it out, and then they just sleep on it forever, seems like. Well, thank you for those. And everybody, I think that's everything at the moment. Let me flip it back and take a look. No. This is from Boink for everybody. Cookie. Say it with me. Cookie.
Not a biscuit, goddammit.
There it is. Top of the hour, two. Where's it at? There, grab this. Cheers, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out this evening. Uh-oh, PJ's like, but that is a cookie. Yes, it is a cookie. It is not a chocolate chip biscuit. If anyone calls that a chocolate chip biscuit, I will contact YouTube and Twitch and have them send an assault squad to your house. Because I'm pretty sure they have those. What's that, Rasher? Soft or crispy cookie biscuit? It's not a cookie biscuit. It's a cookie. Playing games overheats my GPU, says Sauce. You should probably sort that out. What GPU do you have, Sauce? Like, I might be able to guide you to avoid the overheat. Unless you're rocking like a 980. And that's just kind of how that goes. Pianoman says cookie dough intravenously. Absolutely. I am amazed I have not gotten sick from the amount of raw cookie dough I like eating. And then I get like cookie dough ice cream. Like Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream is probably the best cookie dough ice cream out there. But yeah, I eat a lot of raw cookie dough. And then I make the cookies, and like I said earlier, I'll eat them while they're still fucking 500 degrees, because I just have to. You're baking a 3060. 3060 usually doesn't run that hot. One, assuming your case has enough ventilation. Two, you may want to take carefully. Be very, mark out where screws go and shit. You can always take it off and repaste it, put it back together, clean the fans, make sure the fins aren't cleaned up on it. Like I did all that with my old 3070 that Ed has now. I did that a while ago when I had to replace a fan. I just went through it and just freshened it all up. I couldn't get that thing to run hot. Adderphasma, I have a GTX 970 Ti sitting in here in a box. I have my MSI laptop downstairs has dual GT 980M GPUs in it, running an SLI, 8 gigs each. So with the advent of, was it DX10 was the first one that actually used all the RAM instead of just 2 GPUs and 1 bank of RAM. So that thing still actually runs pretty fucking good. Little Jim, Scrufdog, I don't care. I'm a walking, talking HR violation every day. Well, that's the spirit. There you go. First rule of Air Fryer Club, be lazy. Absolutely. Just throw everything in there. Benji does not like cookie dough. Well, I'm not. Have you tried the right proper cookie dough? That would be chocolate chip cookie dough. If you need a proper recipe to bake and or eat raw, just look for the Toll House cookie you know, Toll House chocolate chip cookie dough, like the American Toll House cookie, you know, chocolate chip cookie dough or chocolate chip cookie recipe to make Toll House cookies. SLI on a laptop, that's crazy sauce. It's got to be thick. Oh, it's about 2.5 inches thick. The laptop itself is basically a DTR, desktop replacement. The laptop's 10 pounds with let's see, MSI SLI -009. That is the model of it. MSI GT80 Titan SLI gaming notebook overview. What? It was, I thought it was an 18-inch screen. Yeah, 18-inch 1080p. Yeah, i7 4980 HQ. Dual NVIDIA graphics cards and SLI configuration. I had 24 gigs of RAM. I had a solid state drive and a standard hard drive. The reason I got that, it was the first laptop to integrate Cherry MX, full mechanical Cherry MX keyboard into a laptop. Fucking chef's kiss. Yeah, weighing around 10 pounds, it was designed as a heavy-duty portable powerhouse rather than a lightweight travel. Yeah, it was fucking big. The power supply was 2.5 pounds, so, you know, 0.01 pounds for every watt. So 250 watt power supply, I remember that. And it was one of the last MSI laptops to have the MXM, like both of those graphics cards are just, they're in slots that supposedly they were going to make us 1080s to put in our compatible with the SLI 09s, but they never fucking made them. They never made, like, they made you can find the 1080s in MXM, but they never made drivers for our setup, and I don't think anybody ever bothered to. But yeah, that's a thickie. That's sitting downstairs. The network port in it, it doesn't work anymore. I'm feeling like I probably jammed an HDMI cable or something in it and bent some pins up. But everything else in it works fine. Even the battery kind of seems to work, even though it's flashing its battery calibration light. But the battery calibration software stopped working about year 2 of Windows 10. Windows did an update, and they never updated the battery calibrator, because by then that laptop was, you know, a couple generations old, but the battery still works. The whole thing still works. I was using it for movie night for many years, for a couple years. Biscuit pastry with your cookie dough, says Delta Mike. I think we could work with that, buddy. Why don't you start on that? Start that little side business somehow, then you can buy your way out of Spain. Are Lincoln biscuits hardtack? Sounds like it would be. Official line, I'm still using the video baked into the motherboard on an AMD. Yeah, they're fine. On the AMD chips that have built-in video on them. Some of them do, some of them don't, just like Intel, but more AMDs don't. However, lately their internal GPUs have been really nice. So that's why I don't mind using on the gaming rig. It's nice to have a proper, being able to do high res in both. Obviously, their built-in shit's not going to run as good as a 4090, but it is nice that built-in GPUs are accelerating pretty fucking quickly as far as technology goes. A cookie Wellington. Bruh. It's like somebody found one. An insane find, this $4,000, yep. SLI gaming laptop from 2017, actually I thought it was 2016 I got that. I got it at the end of its life cycle. Because I got it, and it was like a month later, the newer one came out. I thought it came out in like 2015, 2016. But either way, it still is a fucking pretty nice laptop. Let's see, that's the cookie thing. Let's go there. Cookie. Let's that smaller. Okay. 13th gen was pretty good. The last decent generation until the current plus a refresh. Or the current plus the, yeah, I mean, I got my little i5 downstairs on my server. 13th gen was good. That was definitely the last solid one. 14th gen, as we know, which is 14th gen, forcibly overclocked and just fucking thrown voltage at and said, good luck cooking eggs. And the first line of the Intel Ultras were fucking shit. Shit. Still like AMD though, always have. Yeah. I avoided AMD for a while until that whole 14th Ultra line of bullshit and everything sucked. And then the 9800 X3D came out and I went, how much better is that in gaming? Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll go good with a 4090 then at the time. What is the MRE for Wednesday? Ed's mom. No. Let's see. Wednesday's MRE will be chili macaroni with beef. Cold weather meal number 3. These really don't weigh much. I mean, obviously they're mostly dehydrated stuff. Yeah, that'll be Wednesday. At our regular time. AJM, Linux users, what is GPU compatibility like with Linux distros? I just use the Intel onboard graphics, but I see a lot of comments about lack of compatibility. Yeah, I know the NVIDIA stuff's getting better. I feel like it's pretty solid for the 40 series and down, if I remember right. But I haven't put Linux on a high-powered machine in a long time. Because my setup basically requires Windows, because there's the amount of setup and reconfiguring I would have to do to make all this shit work on Linux would be too much at this point. James Randolph, I want to build a rig I can use instead of my air fryer. I want to build a rig that dims the lights when it calculates pi. Go with 14th gen, and yeah, you'll definitely get the heat going. And if you get the old versions that have the voltage swings all over the fucking place, it'll definitely throw some weird shit. 50 series NVIDIA is okay on Linux, says Phasma, but there are constant reports of weird problems that crop up with new driver releases. AMD is much better, but AMD GPUs are also unstable crap. Yeah, so considering drivers on Windows are shitty as well, there's just nowhere good. Yeah, they're fucking vibe code and everything nowadays, for fuck's sake. I know, yeah, I remember early on when I was first getting into Linux, like fucking 10 and 20 years ago, getting anything to run in NVIDIA. Getting an NVIDIA to run its full potential on Linux was just like, what? We don't know how to do that. But, yeah, I know it's gotten better. It's good to hear that the 50 series are doing pretty good on it. Which, I don't know, the way things are going, the way people are kind of slowly pushing away from Windows and going to shit like Linux Mint and different other distros, I wonder if that's going to push other people, the people that do these drivers, I wonder if that will kind of give them more incentive to push them faster, harder, better, to help attract more people over. I don't know. I want to build a rig that makes the police knock on the door and ask if I'm running an indoor grow. Good gaming night. Which is legal, but it would be nice if they asked. Well, thank you for thinking of me, Mr. Police Officer. Gonna have to make a start at some point. This is AJM. My desktop is 11, 12 years old and fairly basic, so just want to start again. Yeah, this is not a cheap time to go for a fresh build because of RAM. Unless you can find something that supports DDR4, and you can find DDR4 that hasn't been jacked up in price. Which would pretty much put you at, you know, I think there's some AMD, was it the, I forget, I think there's some AMDs that do DDR4 and DDR5. I know 13, was it 11, 12, 13, 14th gen Intel support DDR4 or DDR5. What do we got? A Thunder Spanner just followed. Wow, thank you for that. A cheers to you. And welcome to the channel. Hey, everybody. They're all wooing. I think they just sang happy birthday to whoever's out there. What is the most common type of doctor in Egypt? A chiropractor. How are you, a Thunder Spanner? How is your weekend going so far? I mean, that's what they asked. Or GPU. Pianoman, my old 6700K is still doing well. Yeah. I know Ed's, where's the 30, where's Ed's, my old 3070? I think it's in his wife's computer now. Because he got a, what the hell did he get? He got one of the newer AMD. Did he get a 9070 XT, I think he got. I know he's been having a little bit of issues with AMD drivers lately. NVIDIA drivers, I just wait. When they come out, hey, there's an update available. I'm like, good for you. Let me wait to hear how many fucking 40 series cards are bricked before I update the drivers. Give that a couple weeks, follow the news. Everything's good, I'll update, or I'll wait for the patch to come out. Doing great. Sweet vibe. Beard is okay too. Great stuff. Well, I appreciate that, man. I'm just here to chill, hang out. Give people something to do on the weekends, just a place to go and just relax and hang out with everybody. A lot of people that show up to, like, me and BigClive's chat. Normally actually, no, I'd be on by now, but yeah, I'm helping BigClive out while he is away. But, yeah, like a lot of people, this is where they come to kind of hang out with other people in chat kind of thing. It's pretty chill. I do my thing. I appreciate it, though. Much obliged. I think I'm out of, oh no, I'm not out of beer yet. Okay, we got another toast coming up in a few. Cheers. 9070 XT is okay, not amazing, but it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. He plays games, he does good. He got into Scum last night. I'm trying to get my goddamn server to register on the Scum game, but I can connect to it, he can connect to it, but it won't pop into the list. It's fucking weird, but I don't know. But now he had to get on there and adjust his graphics when he got on my server. AJM, the desktop was sold as a bundle. CPU, RAM, MOBO, and PSU already assembled and installed in the case. Just installed the drives. Operating system, better fans. Yeah, you always put better fans. Well, I guess, well, some cases come with some decent fans. When you get the higher end-ish stuff. Did you say what's for Din Din? Because of who sent in the pictures of the burger? Was that Red Dwarf? No, the Red Dwarfer sent that fucking super awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna show that shit again. Hold on. Damn, something just cramped up in my neck pretty fucking bad. That was wicked. Well, because of you sending me, people sending me pictures like this. Fucking shredded beef and cheese and paste. Like, look at that, man. Like, is that not the best fucking Hot Pocket, homemade-ish looking Hot Pocket thing you have ever seen? Like, that is a cheesesteak sub, but better. in fluffy pastry. But yeah, because of that picture that was sent in, and wherever the cheeseburger went, where'd that go? Was that it? No. That wasn't my chin. No. Wasn't so. That was sauce. Because of pictures like that and pictures like this, I'm probably going to make a burger. What is a Hot Pocket? It is basically pastry, like a like pastry dough. It's about this big. It's about as big as your normal size cell phone, pretty much, just kind of rounded corners. It's got like the crimped, like ravioli crimped edge things. And they usually stuff them with some sort of meat, cheese, or vegetable and cheese. I'll pull a picture here. Let's flip back over. So like the popular ones are like pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket. Not to be confused with an Alabama Hot Pocket. Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets brand sandwiches. Jesus, that's loud. I did not ask for a fucking video. God, sorry, I got a little loud. My bad. That got really loud in my ears. Okay, like here's your classic Hot Pockets. Like this is the one that everybody... No, you can't have my location. Let me move that over. Can I zoom in? Really? So you got... Calm down. So yeah, you got that pastry, flaky, bready thing. Yeah, it's got garlicky stuff, and that's pepperoni and cheese. Yeah, and you do actually get the stretch if you cook it right, but these are also the ones that if you microwave them in properly, the outside is molten and the inside is frozen. That's kind of like the meme with Hot Pockets. But I know it's kind of small on the screen. Let me see if I can find a bigger picture one. Where is the Google? Wow, keep going, dude. Boo-doo. Like, where's a big ass picture one? Are you a big ass picture one? You are a pretty big ass picture one. Here's a bigger picture one. There's like the whole one and then one cut in half. And sometimes they are packed full and sometimes they are not so packed, like this one's a little skinny. But they're pretty good. They're pretty good. It's a good little snack. They usually, cost-wise, it's usually roughly $1.50, $2 each. When you calculate, when you buy them at the store. But they're good. I haven't gotten them in a while myself, but I think I kind of overdid it. Whew. It looks too delicious. It's good. A steaky pie. Oh yeah. That lives next door. It's a meat pie. For classic fast food in Australia. Yeah, okay. Yeah, meat pie. Yeah, they're saying it's a meat pie kind of thing. Yeah. That's great. Like, that looks amazing. The burger with the onion rings, says Frank Netterbetty. What's up, buddy? Yeah, that's why I think I'm just gonna make a burger after the show. I have leftover chicken salad wrap, but there's just something about a burger. I got some mozzarella in there. I got some mild cheddar and some pepper jack. I think what I'm gonna do, I got a 3-pound burger. Then I'll probably put the cheddar. Then I'll put the chicken patty. Then I'll put the mild cheddar and the pepper jack, and then bacon. And a little bit of spicy mustard, and then what I do with my buns is I'll towards the end of the air fryer, I'll just stick the buns in with that and just let them toast and whatever. They get about half toasted. I'll put butter on them and then put them back in the air fryer with the burgers or burger and chicken patty and just cook it all together, and that works out pretty good. You mean ice in the middle and lava on the outside? Yeah, if that's what I was supposed to mean. Flaky. Sometimes if you don't microwave them, they're flaky. If you cook them, if you actually put them in the oven or in the air fryer on a little low, they will come out kind of flaky. Never really come out flaky out of the microwave. They come with a little heat pocket too. It's like a little reflective paper cardboard thing you stick them in to kind of help cook the middle a little bit. It helps a little bit. It was funny when those started showing up. Oh, did I miss the, yeah, I missed the 20 after. All right. 20 after, everybody. Cheers. Appreciate ya. Oh, let's see here. Typical. Wow, why is my chat acting like a butthead? Okay, let me just go over here. A typical Aussie meat pie is usually a short crust pastry bottom. I'm sorry, a short crust pastry bottom filled with beef and a puff pastry top. Yeah, I think that's great. That sounds about 69 times better than a Hot Pocket. Oh, yes. Pretty good. Hotter than the sun from a gas station Hot Box, usually. Hey, at least you know it's not frozen inside like a Hot Pocket. That's why we put a truckload of sauce on top of them to cool it down. Yeah, that would make sense, too. That would make sense. I've done that with a couple things when I know something's going to be coming out super hot. Like if I'm putting butter on it, or if I want cheese that doesn't necessarily need to be melted, but it can be kind of melted, I'll just put it on top and let it cool off the thing and melt the cheese, like heat transfer and, nerd stuff, because that's, we're all just a bunch of nerds here. For the most part. As we say here in New Zealand, always blow on your pie. Does, that can make things interesting depending on which pie you're talking about. Who said we can't multitask? That's goddamn right. Ugh. Damn right. Hair pie? Hair pie. God, that was fucking funny as shit in Family Guy when he used the hair pie joke. Well, Stewie ate Meg's hair pie. What? No, it's okay, because I ate it too. Anyway. I make my own thin crust Pillsbury pizza dough and wrap the stuff I have to fill the middle similar to a calzone. Okay. What I will do sometimes is over here, I don't know, do you biscuit heads and everybody over there, can you get croissants in like a pack, like a refrigerator pack? Like you crack it open, usually in a tube, and like it's like a sheet of croissants that are already perforated kind of thing, and you can like peel them and roll your own croissants. Like, do you guys have anything particularly like that, like specifically like that over there? Because we have that, and then usually I'll get the Pillsbury Grand butter croissants. They're like a bigger sheet, a bigger tube. That's the tubes, like if you see on American TV, we hit it on the counter, it goes that's pretty much how we do all our biscuits and shit like that, because it is a very tight tube and you actually have to pop it, and when it does, all the dough goes kind of thing. It's cool. But I'll get those sheets, and I will I do one of two things, well, usually both when I make this, is I love dark chocolate. You know what I mean? Like, I love me some motherfucking dark chocolate. So I'll get dark chocolate chips, usually 85%. 72 is easier to find, but if I find 85%, I'll get them. And I will just make a pile of them in one triangle. Then I'll stick another triangle on top of it instead of rolling them. And then I'll, what do they call it? Kneading the edge, the whole pinch and roll the edge, like you're scratching your balls. Give a good pinch and roll to seal it. I'll cook them like that. And then as I start to roll, a croissant, I'll just start putting chips in it as I go, just randomly putting chips in it so that the whole croissant is like layered in dark chocolate chips. And I'll put butter on that after when they come out. I'll put butter on it and everything and eat that for breakfast. That is really fucking good. I've never heard of this kind of sorcery, a homemade croissant. Sort of homemade. I mean, they give you the dough. It's refrigerated dough, but it's really good. I've never made a homemade croissant, but I'll tell you what, using those, popping them things out. Of course, I mean, any pastry with dark chocolate is going to be fucking delicious. So, I mean, that's kind of a default, I guess. Yes, we know, Rasher. Thank you. Put that anywhere. Chocolate croissant is a thing. Like, I assume I'm not coming up with anything new. Like, I'm sure someone has done that before. I'm just saying, in case you ain't thought about it, now you thought about it. What's up, UK Richie? Welcome. I don't think I've seen you in here yet. Cook like you're scratching your balls. Yeah, it's pinch and roll, baby. That's how, like, when you do your crimps. Somebody said it. Yeah, when you do your little crimps on your pastries or your raviolis or your pierogies, it's if you don't use the fork method, then you're kind of pinching and rolling. Like, think about it. You're going pinch and then you kind of give it that little bit of roll to put it together. I mean, it's the same way you fucking scratch your balls. Think about it, man. Hot sweaty day, you're reaching down. It's a pinch and roll. You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't fucking scratch your balls. Okay, I gotta do some yard work. See you later, Phasma. I'm still trying to get up early enough to catch you on stream. I'll catch you again. Every once in a while, I get them on stream. High tech shit. Oh boy. Might be more modern than me, which is when I left civilization. 2 biscuits can make good DIY donuts as well. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, as long as it's good dough, you can kind of just, as long as you know how much it's going to like rise and puff up, you can kind of do whatever you want with it. That's why I don't mind just stuffing stuff in the stuff, because it's good stuff. How long are you going to stream? I'll go till another 14 minutes. That's about my typical stream length, about 2 hours, 45 minutes. So we'll go to 45. Jack Attack, I took a comedy and philosophy course. I laughed way more than I thought. I thought way more than I laughed, says Delta Mike. As long as there's thinking, cookies and or pizza involved, then we're good. That's pretty much where I'm at with it. Oh, I still got some cider left. Cheers, I have cider left. A random puff munion. And cheers again. We do a lot of cheers around here there, Thunder Spanner. Just so you know, if you're going to hang out on this stream or... Right, do you know BigClive? Like, did you just find me on Twitch, or are you part of the BigClive crew? Frank Netabetti with the cheer. Do you know if you do the cheer, you can type stuff after that too, Frank? I don't know. It took me a minute to figure out that you can actually type stuff after the cheer. Or you can just literally just type cheer 150 and then type stuff. Kind of like a super chat, but hey. Appreciate that. You just found me? Okay. Normally I start at, normally I start an hour ago, but today I started pretty early. my show normally follows BigClive.com, who's like a big, million plus YouTuber guy, and then he'll raid over to me, and then I'll start my show. Like we're homies or whatever. But yeah, this is just kind of what we do. We wait till the last part of the show, then we start talking about food, and we chill, we play with fire. I have kitty cats. Let's see what the cats are up to. Where's the cat window? We have a good time. It's just chill, relax, that kind of thing. CatCam Lou. Let's see. See if any cats are around. Wow, no cats in view. There were normally, well, we can usually find 1 of 4 cats. Oh, there's Poofers. Oh, did she move? Yeah, no, there she is. All right, and there's Poofers. There's one of the cats. We had, they all got treats earlier, and we got to watch them eat treats, listen to some piano. That gray bar is one of my plugins that is not functioning. Don't know why. I have to go check that out. But no, we do this every week. We just chill, have fun, do our thing. Just bring a lot of green or beer or puff or whatever, because we do a lot of toasts. I'm glad you found us. UK Richie gifted a tier 1 sub on Twitch to Oddbjorn. Thank you, UK Richie. Cheers. Hey, that was our, we reached our sub goal. Double cheers. Word. It auto-snoozed the ad that was incoming. Oh, because it started a hype train. Nice. There we go. Auto-snooze for the hype train. Fucking, cheers all around. Let's do a double dose. Yeah, Wednesdays we we either try a U.S. military MRE, we build Legos, we work on I have a desktop V8 engine, like an actual, like, those videos you see of the engines that are like this big, that are like literally tiny fucking engines. Well, the channel, we all got together and we bought one. We were actually working on that Wednesday. We'll be working on it again in a few weeks. Getting that thing running now that I figured out where the freaking low-speed idle screw is. Or mixture screw. So weird, because I knew why that was tightened, because it looks like it holds the throttle. I mean, I said that earlier. It looks like it holds the throttle arm on. So like I fucking tightened it so it wouldn't fall out. But so the whole time we're trying to idle on the high RPM screw. Perfect. Camaro. Yeah, we have our little nitro car that was donated to us by Fama. Where's Fama at? Boink just found us again on the old Twitchy Twitch. Appreciate that. What do we got here? And the Prime sub. Much appreciated. Now we're empty on that. Let's grab our water. See, a lot of times when I get up in the morning, I go to Rural Farms, which is one of those American gas stations that also happens to have like a full food fucking service in it. You get like fried chicken, burgers, breakfast sandwiches, fries, tenders, chicken salad subs, BLTs, all that stuff. Well, I usually get 2 chicken tenders and fries in the morning and eat that throughout the next 8 hours at work. They haven't given these out for free with it. This high alkaline, 9.5 pH or higher ionized water. I'm like, okay, doesn't taste any different, but it's fine. It's a 4-stroke, and trying to tune the carb has been troublesome. Well, yeah, well, now I know why. I was, what I thought was the high-speed needle was just the idle screw, the mechanic, how far it holds open for idle. And what I thought was the low-speed adjustment was the high-speed adjustment. The whole time we never touched the low speed because it just looked like a screw. So yeah, we should have much more success when we go to do this again. That I'm a little more prepared. Since I know what technical difficulties we faced, this will now be transmitting audio and video with its native microphone, which will hopefully sound better than that fucking thing. But if it doesn't, we can put that in, and since it'll only be 3 feet away, the lapel mics will sound pretty good. Actually, or I have this microphone right here, but no, I'm not going to take the game. Oh no, actually, no, I have the old gaming microphone as well. Somewhere. It's over there somewhere. So now that I can send audio from the phone, we'll just say we have a lot of microphone options. We'll just try the built-in microphones. Like I'll take the case off as well to properly expose it for the way it was designed to capture audio, and hopefully, like they usually sound pretty good when I do my live streams and stuff. So I guess we'll go with that. Do. Hold on. All right. Weird carb, that, says Rob. I was watching. Yeah, it's an odd setup, but I think we'll be pretty good. Is there not another screw on the side of the lever as well? Maybe to hold it on? No, there must be something inside the carburetor that's holding it on. I'm guessing. I have no idea. Well, actually, no. Because if it's an actual plate in there, then the plate would have something attached to it. So you'd put like the lever would go through, and then the plate would attach to it, so that as it revved up. So if the plate itself is probably holding the throttle lever, and then they hollowed it out, however the fuck that works to control the fuel. Something weird. I guess they had to do what they had to do, since they have a dual float fucking carburetor that's the size of a quarter coin. Malaka Lives, what's up, buddy? How you doing? 4th time as a tier 1 sub. Let's off to that. Cheers, thank you. Might be able to find a better carb. Oh no, I think the carburetor's fine for it. The low idle screw was closed completely the entire time we were trying to tune that, because I didn't realize there was a third adjustment. So we'll crack that open a quarter turn, a little more than a quarter, up to a quarter to a half turn, and then we'll see if we can actually get it to idle properly. As that thing closes and it switches over to that, and that'll actually get fuel through it this time. Kevin Hardesty, what's up? Hey, sorry I've been gone too long. Well, that's all right, man. You got stuff you got to take care of. You got to take care of it. How you feeling? All right? You doing okay? What's up, buddy? Let's see. What did... Oh, the picture of that little cable? Yeah, that little cable, that's on the new one. That's on the V2, has that extra screw on the side. Here, let me show you the picture. Whoa, where'd it go? Wrong button. All right, so Jack Attack just sent this in to show the extra screws here. But this is the second version of the engine. This cable is tied in, like right in here, to go to the distributor, which is right there, so that as you change the throttle, it rotates the distributor and advances the timing when you're revving it up. The low idle screw is this guy right here. That's the fuel mixture screw. And that was tight, which means it was closed. So we will open that up in a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks or whatever when we do it. But yeah, this is for the V2 carburetor. That pops through there and then ties right into the distributor, which goes... Because they realized the static timing really doesn't work great on V8s, because it doesn't. So they fixed it, but To me, it's not worth buying them unless I could get that shit really cheap. It really isn't worth buying a new carburetor and distributor to get the updated setup. Like, I kind of feel like they should offer to me at a discounted rate since they've realized their mistake. But, you know, that's just me. I'm not saying they should. I just feel like maybe they kind of should offer those that bought the original ones that are having problems getting them running. Maybe they should offer them the upgrades at a discount. But considering they were going to charge me for missing parts that they never fucking sent anyway, that's not going to happen. Okay, got the correct screen up. Don't want to dox anybody. There's Hot Pockets. Not an Alabama Hot Pocket, just a regular one. All right, minimize that. WhatsApp's got food on it. All right. All right. Healing good. I can finally get to my hobby stuff. Good. Good. Well, keep on getting better there, you know? Positive thoughts coming your way there, Kevin Hardesty. Let everybody give Kevin some good stuff there, you know? Cheers. Boink. Yeah, there isn't a way. I don't think they have a vacuum advance on that tiny engine. Not to that scale anyway. Yeah, it would, I think it's so small, even with the counterweights on it. On the opposite end of the crank to give it more mass. It's such an unsteady, very temperamental little engine to changes in air and all that I don't think the vacuum, like that fucking distributor, be fucking looking like it having a seizure the whole time it's running. I think that's why they probably went with the cable, because it's a smoother transition than trying to do that scale of vacuum control. I feel like it would just be all over the place. Yes, not everything scales well. Yeah, vacuum doesn't scale well. It really doesn't. And it's not necessarily, well, one, the diaphragm would be tiny, which would be very twitchy and stiff. And like I said, since the engine is so small, because vacuum isn't constant in an engine. Every time there's, you know, a firing and a valve opens and then it closes and then it opens, you know, like in a V8, you know, 8 times, it happens 8 times, you know, very, very fucking quickly within a second, over and over and over again within a second. But it is little pulses. There is little pulses in there, especially if you have solenoids that are kicking on for emissions and stuff. So trying to mimic that in something that literally has a vacuum chamber in the intake manifold that's like as big as the last fucking digit of your pinky, like there's just not enough vacuum to be accurate with that. So I'm pretty sure I wouldn't expect to see a vacuum controlled in that size. I think cable's definitely the right way to go. Because yes, not everything scales. Let's see. Okay. See, build fuel injection, I'm sure it'd be easy to say. You needs a Holly Dominator. I mean, I could literally go down the road and pick up like a 1050 Dominator if you really want me to, but considering a Dominator is pretty much 4 times the size of that engine, I feel like it might be a little on the rich side. A little bit on the rich side. Like, I could almost fit that engine into one of its fucking float chambers. Oh, man, I haven't messed with a big carburetor in a while. You really don't run into them in the forklift world anymore, because after 2000, 2001, the EPA remembered that heavy-duty equipment exists, and at this point, we're only a year or 2 behind automotive emissions standards. So every like there ain't a carburetor in sight anymore. There's a couple here and there that you might run into, but everything's got a goddamn, even, you know, LP fuel injector, They don't even have proper LP carburetors in a lot of engines anymore. Most of it's propane fucking injected, fuel injected propane at this point. Oh, man. Just more points of failures for something that goes up, move, down, up, move, down, up, move, down. Like, that's all forklifts do. Kind of for the past 100 years, but now they have so many points of failures on them with all the different sensors and luxuries, and fucking forklifts literally coming with touch screens in them now. It's ridiculous. Most of the forklifts you get, like, I'm pretty much, I guess at this point, I would think basically every car comes with a built-in cellular device so it can call home. It's funny how Ford and Chevy and all these dealerships won't pay a fucking penny for anything, but they will pay that $15 to $20 bulk rate so they can talk to your car whenever they need to after they sell it. Like, you're not paying for that cell phone, that data plan cell phone that's built into your car. Ford and Chevy and the manufacturers are paying for that. Because even if you don't get the subscription to, like, OnStar or like the assistant thing, they're still talking to you. They just want you to get that subscription so that you're now paying the cell phone bill for it. But if you don't, it'll still talk. It'll still fucking send all the information back and forth. It's ridiculous. I got charged before the stream. But, guys, what the hell got me onto that? Whew. I forget which thing I read on that. It sent me off on that. I'm trying to scroll real quick to figure it out. Air fuel ratio gets tough as displacement decreases, says Frank Netabetty. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's Casper over there. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks for that hype train earlier, everybody. That was cool. Because it goes up, goes down, points of failure, right? Can't it be electronically controlled? Of course, everything can be electronically controlled. That's the problem. They're trying to make everything electronically controlled. Hell, like the goddamn fucking work van, if I have lane keeping turned on, which I leave turned on because it's actually a nice safety device. It gets a little annoying sometimes if you forget to put your blinker on when you change. That was weird. When you change the lane, but like it'll steer for you. Like if you drift off, like if you kind of go, or if you're not paying attention, you start to drift off, it'll steer you back and kind of bounce you in between the lines to kind of keep you going, and it'll start like I guess to wake you up or whatever. I think that's pretty neat. But I don't know. There's just so many points of failures built into everything nowadays because everything's got to be electronic. Cars are steering for you, fucking self-driving stuff. Waymos driving through police scenes. Jeez, peasy. Good night, Chris. I'll see you next time. Yeah, actually, we overran a little bit, but that's all right. There is a creep Bluetooth device car dealers are putting on cars that can unlock the doors and stop them from starting. Plus, this device isn't secured properly. Some hackers built an app. Yeah, of course. That doesn't surprise me at all. You can go back, or you can go in the back and take a bucket poo. Take a bucket poo, and it will drive for you. Yeah, that with all the cameras they have watching you now, I have a feeling it would not appreciate you pooping in the back seat. I don't know that I would want to poop in the back seat of my car either. Like, not even through a hole in the floor, because you know it would bounce up and just all over the bottom of the battery. Delta Mike, no idea what a hype train is. Can Ivor the engine join in? That's just when you start getting a bunch of, like, members or gifts or, like, cheers, reward stuff. If you hit a certain amount in, like, a certain amount of time, it'll do a hype train. Just to kind of encourage people, other people, if they want to join in, and you can unlock bonus emotes like in Twitch to use and just, you know, be part of the hype train kind of thing. And then they have, I saw it once on Parts People stream, the Mythic train, which is like a super amount of shit all at once, like super ultra hype train, and then you get a golden emote that's good for 24 hours that you can use in different streams to show that you were part of one of the mythic trains. That was kind of neat. Like, nobody knew what it was. I had to Google it, and I'm like, oh shit, that's like rare. Thunderspanner. My son is in cybersecurity. They had a national competition. Criteria, hack a Porsche. Fucking love it. Love it. How'd he do? You get in there? You drive that fucker away? Rasher, why cars can accelerate, brake, and steer itself automatically? I'm not very happy with that. And thinking of going back to an old school car. Well, yeah, I don't really plan on getting anything electric until I absolutely have to. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty good just hanging out with my 95 Suburban with its big ass 350 V8 in it. Maybe one of these days open up that 355 race engine I got and see if it's still good and finish building it and putting it in the in there. What's up, Abner Cole? How you doing? We're getting ready to button it up in about 5 minutes at this point. Supposed to stop 10 minutes ago. Might as well go to the top of the hour toast. Drive-by wire's been around for a while. I fucking hate drive-by wire. The work van has that, so I put it in tow mode. Tow mode's nicer because these newer cars drive-by wire. The fucking gas pedal feels like a goddamn sponge. Like, if you're used to driving, drive-by cable, like physically hooked up to the carburetor, throttle body, whatever. If you're used to driving that and then you go to drive-by wire, like the brake pedal feels like a fucking sponge. The only way I've found around that is by turning on tow mode, if it has it. And then what it does is it keeps you a gear lower, usually one gear lower on a 12-speed transmission. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Is it 12? Or is it 10? That might be a 10-speed transmission. It'll keep you one gear lower for more torque. And when you are accelerating, it usually takes you about 500 or 600 RPM deeper into the throttle than it normally would to help pull torque. Then your pedal doesn't feel so bad. So if you got like a tow mode and you want to get closer to feeling like you actually have control of the pedal, put it on tow mode. It gives you more feedback. Yeah, it feels closer to drive-by cable, old school, than drive-by wire, I have found. And I've had other people try it, and like I know there's at least 2 other people that drive Ford Transits that saying that we all do the same thing. After I told them, we get in, we go boop boop boop, we go from standard to standard to economy. It's standard, economy, icy conditions, and then tow mode. So I get in, I go 1, 2, 3. It's always 1, 2, 3 on that. Then I hit back on the radio because it always comes up with some fucking error. And then I hit back on the steering wheel because it always tells me I need an oil change, even though I just had one. And I guess they didn't reset it. And I don't feel like resetting it, so I just deal with that. Frank says it's 10 speed. It can adapt to shift every well. Yeah, okay. I thought, I had to picture it in my head because when you put it in, if you shift it to manual mode, it fills the whole screen with the gears, and I was counting them, like reading in my head my picture of it, and I was like, I think there's 10 there. I think it's 10. But yeah, that transit, that drives fine. It's I think with a full tank of gas, it's around 70, I think it's 7,800 pounds with me in it. Which, if I'm wearing my boots and my thick ass work clothes bullshit, I'm gonna go from 215 plus work clothes is usually puts me about 225. So I guess it rolls around 7,600 pounds. I haven't driven on the scale at McCormick's in a little while. Should probably do that next time I go to McCormick's. I'll fill the tank and I'll check my weight on the scale. They don't seem to mind. Power steering was just enough. Oh yeah. I miss my old 71 Chevy pickup. That thing had a steering wheel that was 16 inches. The inside was 15, the outside was 16. Sorry. Some people ask that for some reason. I don't know why some people are concerned with the inner and outer diameter of a steering wheel. Like, has anybody else run into anybody that wanted that much detail on a steering wheel? Like, I have a couple people I know are weird. But anyway, so basically a 16-inch steering wheel, and the power steering on that truck was fucking amazing. Like, you could literally just go, and it would go, vroom, dunk, and hit the lock. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'd look and I went, but no, it actually steered. Like, I thought something was stripped. So I just took the other, zing, and it would zzz, dunk, and it would hit the other lock. And that was standing still, most friction. And this did not, like, it was my butter steering. I didn't call it power steering. I called it butter steering. And it was fucking amazing. I love driving that thing around. Had a Chevy 307 on it. And it had a 2-barrel on it, but then I put long tube headers and a Edelbrock 850 CFM carb on it. That thing ran really nice. Sounded like a dragster when I was done with it. Big tires on the back. Little tires on the front, that whole thing. It was only 2-wheel drive. I drove at it for quite a while before it blew up. All right, top of the hour 2. Read another moment here, and then we'll get ready to shut it on down. Yeah, I appreciate everybody with our early start and running long show we got this evening. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Frank, I miss driving my dad's old 1962 Willys pickup. Yeah, I've driven a Willys pickup before. It was early 60s. I don't remember, but they're nice. Cheers to everyone. Cheers. Woo woo. Cheers from a Frank. Appreciate the 200 bits on the Twitch there, buddy. Much appreciated. Can a mod dig out the link? What link is that? There, Delta Mike. Anyone object if I go live for an hour or two after Scruff? Kind of in the mood. Yeah, why not? Do you have your stream up yet? I can kind of redirect some people over there on YouTube if you want. Oh, that was the uwu. That's the, okay, now I can see the icon in Twitch. Over here, it just spells out uwu. But over here, it actually has the emote. That's funny. Why would it? Yeah, that's true. I just noticed that. Everything over here, everything's spelled out for emotes on Twitch. All the Twitch emotes are spelled out. That's why I said uwu cheers, but it's actually, okay, that's weird. I have to keep that in mind. That's a problem with having such a ridiculous setup. There's just so much to deal with. Wow, that's, is that him right there? All right. Where did you post that? In Twitch. Oh, perfect. Because then I can come right up here. Copy. Just copy clean link. Let me go over to YouTube. Where's the edit button? Stream settings. Scroll over because it's a very narrow window. Customization, redirect, other channels, paste as plain text, live after Scruff. Nice. At 7:10 p.m. All right, well, I will save that. And then I guess we'll just have to go for a few more minutes while Delta Mike gets ready, and then whoever's on Twitch can go hang right out with Delta Mike. We'll let him get started. Let me actually pull his stream up so I can see when he gets started. Where the hell's the paste? Can I get a paste, brother? Can a brother get a paste? There we go. Live after Scruff. 5 minutes and 50 seconds. All right. Bot needs to be Twitch subscribed for emotes to show. Oh, so Stream Elements would have to, like, subscribe to me. Gotcha. Okay, that's weird. Oh, yeah, whatever works. It's a thing. Yeah, that both YouTube and Twitch, their chats both have the little things that are just like, you know what I mean? It's whatever, you know.
Shut up, Meg.
You do what you can. Scruff post Mike link on YouTube. There's his link on YouTube, and I'll also be redirecting it to him as well. That should pop up. Why isn't it popping up? Oh, because I'm in his chat, you dumbass. Hold on. I just pasted his link in his chat. There it is. There's Mike's link in my chat. But yeah, also YouTube will redirect once he starts. And Twitch, he doesn't do on Twitch because he's on mobile, so Twitch is going to have to find a new path. Is anybody yeah, okay. I'm not gonna I don't think I want to raid Asmongold. Of course, I don't does he even have raids turned on? I don't know that I would want to raid Asmongold. That may stir up a whole bunch of crazies coming over here. I already built a little iOS app to read my chats. It was a pain because of that. Ah, gotcha. Huh. That's cool. So you do like coding and stuff? Like messing around? I was really good with BASIC on my Apple IIc Plus. 38 years ago-ish. God, I'm old. Yeah, and I had that computer for a long time. Like, I know where it was left. I doubt it's still there, but I know the house it was left at. Let me get some more Wawa. Swift ain't really hard. It's a pain, but not so. It's Swift. There's so many different ways to program stuff. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start at this point. That, and I kind of feel like at this point my brain is ready to stop learning something like super new. Luckily, when I got into firearms, they're relatively simple for what they're capable of. Oh, that's iOS code? Oh, okay. That's the current version name, or is that just the package in general? Because, like, you know, Android has, like, names it after desserts and cookies and all that. Does iOS do that, or is, like, Swift the package and then they just have different versions? Not that it matters to me too much, but I am curious about that stuff. I like to learn things, even if they don't necessarily pertain to me. I love your pew pew too. Yeah, I just got into it about a year ago. Almost exactly a year ago. I have a Glock 48, AR-15 and 5.56 suppressed, AR-10 and 308 20-inch spiral barrel, competition barrel suppressed, and 308, and a CMMG Descent AR-15 style pistol bufferless, 300 blackout suppressed. That's my bedroom gun. That's what you find if you break into my house, because it's quiet. It shouldn't hurt the cat's ears quite as badly as suppressed 5.56. And eventually I'll get something in a pistol with a suppressor. Plumgob, I'm trying to build a C compiler for an 8-bit microcontroller. Doing my nut in beats drinking. Yeah. I'll try the 308 first. I can show you a picture real quick. Might as well. Where's the picture? I got a picture of both my ARs sitting together. The 15's and mostly an IWI. The AR-10 was scratch built on Discord with a bunch of buddies. Let me. That one's fine. Here's those two. The top is named the Duchess of Doom. The bottom is Lady Abigail. Like I said, that's the one I scratch built, and that I purchased and modified the shit out of it, including adjustable gas block, polished the trigger down to 5 3/4 pound on a mil spec, and all my suppressors are Banish. Various Banish suppressors from, actually I'm wearing the shirt, Silencer Central. Shower gun next. You know, there's so many debates on shower guns there in Nefarious, and most of them come back to it's got to be polymer, and you got to oil the fuck out of it. Or use a thicker oil, and just make sure you take warm showers. Kind of thing. And then there's like different containers to store it in. Like, it's funny when you see I've read a few of them, especially on Reddit. Like, they go on for miles of just people talking about shower guns. It's fucking great. I don't know. I mean, if I did, that would probably just be a Glock. All right, they were waiting for Delta Mike to start. Whenever you're ready, you get ready to go, and I will give it a minute for the stream to settle. And then I will raid your channel there. I will end my stream and it will redirect and raid right over to yours. That way everybody jumps in and you're ready to go. Like, I'll give you I'll give you about 30 seconds to go. That way everything stabilizes, and then I'll end my stream. Like, as soon as you start, I'll start my goodbye-ish thing. How's that? Aussie Sexy Jum and Cotton Violet's showing up for the very last second. Very good job, buddy. Nah, it's alright. I'll be on Treehouse later. Soonish. Oh, yeah, that's right. Frank got the PSA 911. You'll report back. Yeah, hopefully you'll report back and, like, someone won't have to report back for you. I don't know. I think PSA's alright. I may pick up one of their somethings eventually. Give it a shot. Ed's got some PSA stuff that seems okay when it's clean. Ed doesn't really understand the concept of cleaning firearms, it seems. The complaint being there's too many to clean. My idea is, well, I'll give it time. I'm going. All right, whenever you're ready, buddy, you start, and then I'll shut her down and knock them on over to you. But wait a minute. What did it do? It just flicked. Let me refresh. Nope, not yet. PSA 1911s are Rock Island custom guns. Rock Islands. I clean mine when they start getting fussy. Well, if you would just clean them as you go and not have to do them all at once. YouTube gone. Where'd YouTube gone? Not my YouTube gone. This is a T-sauce. Oh, okay. All right. I'll give it a time. I'll give it time. I'm just waiting for him. As soon as he starts, we'll shut it down. That way you have something to go over to. Or I'll just give it another minute and a half. Let's see. It needs clean when it needs it. Yeah, I do like cleaning all mine after every one just to make sure. That way, just to make damn sure that there's no little weird deposits that can just not make it look as nice. As nice. Nice. Let's see, new shot. This is worse. It can track through walls when people deliver you packages or from neighbors' apartments. It's not just phones, but new X-ray devices that everyone's looking through everything. That little HK22LR looks fun. Which meant, yeah, these look good. I'll probably pick up something like that around Christmas time. Little suppressed 22 bolt action. Little. See y'all next time, says Boink. Good night, Scruff and the Goofballs. Good night, buddy. I'll see you next time as well. Is the Rock Island Customs from Rock Island, Illinois? It might be. I've heard of them. I don't know where they're from. Alright. Guess we'll get ready to shut it down. I guess Mike is, or Delta Mike's waiting for me as opposed to just going. So, appreciate everybody hanging out for this a little bit off timing. Oh, there he goes. So, I will see you all next time. I'll see you on Wednesday. I'm going to drop YouTube over to Delta Mike, so I'll see you over there for a couple minutes as I figure out what I'm going to do for food. Again, thanks for this evening. Appreciate you hanging out. Be groovy to each other. And I am out of here in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.